sababu, lakini never give up. Teseka nimeteseka kweli, aso nimeaso, wala leo umenifungulia, wala msitolia. Teseka nimeteseka kweli, aso nimeaso, wala leo umenifungulia, wala msitolia. Teseka nimeteseka kweli.
Given that 2 log x square plus log square root x is equal to k log x, find the value of k. So first I want you to know that 2 log x is the same as log x square. This square raised to power 2, this 2 here. This is 2 raised to power 2 plus square root x is the same as x raised to power half. Ni kama kusema 25 square root. Square root of 25 is the same as 25 raised to power half. So I hope unajua hivyo. So this one is going to be log x raised to power half is equal to log x raised to power k. So the log here is the same, so log, so we can use one log into x raised to power 4, 2 times 2, plus means multiplication, so we multiply by x raised to power half is equal to log xk. So log and log goes, now we have x raised to power 4 times x raised to power half is equal to x raised to power k. So from indices, we know the bases. When the bases are the same, we ignore them and then we deal with the powers. So we ignore the x's, which are the bases are the same, we deal with the power. This multiplication, it means 4 plus a half is equal to k. So 4.5, a half is the same as 0.5 is equal to k. So k equal to 4 and a half or 4.5. Available b values directly as t cube and inversely as the square root of s. When t is equal to 2 and s is equal to 9, p is equal to 16. Determine the equation connecting p, t and s. Hence find p when s is equal to 36 and t is equal to 4 marks. So p values directly as t cube and inverse we divide by inverse at the square root, also a square root of s. So this is what it means. This information inamaanisha if p values inversely directly as t cube and inversely as s, the square root of s. So this is p is equal to, introduce a constant k, t cube over square root of s. So now we want to find the value of k when p is 16. So p is 16, k we don't know, t is 9, t is 2, so we have 2 cube divided by square root of s. Square root of s, that is 9. So we will have 16 equal to, this is 8k divided by the square root of 9 is 3. So we are going to have 16 times 3 is equal to 8k divided by 8 divided by 8. So k equal to 6 because inakufa mara moja, inaisha mara moja, inakufa mara 2, ina cancel mara 2 hapo. So k is equal to 6. So now the equation connecting this one is going to be p is equal to 6 ambayo ni k t cube divided by the square root of s. This is the equation connecting p, t, and s. Find p when, so we want now to find p when s is 36, t is this one. So k, we have k, p, k, t cube divided by square root of s. Now we substitute k, we have 6 times t, here is 3 cube divided by square root of 36, which is 6. Square root of 36 is 6. So 6 and 6 goes, so it means p will be 27. 3 cube is 27. Asia invested some money in a financial institution. The financial institution offered 6% per annum compound interest in the first year and 7% per annum in the second year. At the end of the second year, Asia had Kenya shillings 170,130 in the financial institution. Determine the amount of money Asia invested. So we want the principal which invested. But we know amount is equal to principal r plus 1 plus r over 100 raised to power n, where n is time. So the principal we don't know. For the first year, we don't know the principal, but we know this plus r, the first year is 6 over 100 times 1, because the first year that's 1. So we will have, this is 1.06 p. So this is the amount for the first year. So now this one is going to be the principal for the second year. So the second year, this one is going to be the principal. So we know amount is equal for the second year, we repeat the principal, which is 1.06p into 1 plus r, but our r is 7 over 100 raised to power 1. So we are going, but now for the second year, we have the amount which is 170,000. So already we have that, which is now 17,0,130 will be equal to 1.06p into 1.07. So 17,130 is equal to, we multiply this times this. Even, in fact, there's no need of, okay, you can multiply. So 1.06 times 1.07 will give us 1.1342p. We want the value of p. We divide by both sides by 1.342 divided by 1.1342. So p is equal to 150,000 Kenya shillings. That was the principal he started with. That is the money he invested. The figure below represents a wage. This EF is 10, FPE is 45, and angle between ABFE and this one, so AB, CF, this plane here, and ABCD, and this one which is down here is this. So that is the angle between this is the angle 20 degrees, because above this is the plane that forms an angle with this plane here. So the angle 20 is here. Another thing now you need to first get is to get the PF. Tumepewa kutoka hapa EF ni 10. Na kama ni 10, tumepewa hapa ni 45. So tunajua a a rectangle or a square forms 90 degrees at this point. So it means that this angle here is also 45. And if this angle is 45, it means this and this one, they are equal. Therefore, PF is equal to 10 centimeters. PF is equal to 10 centimeters. So now we have PF, we want to get the length PC. We will extract this right angle triangle here. We have 10, 20, B, C, F. So to get this one is, we can use SOHCAHTOA. So cos theta is equal to adjacent over hypotenuse. So cos 20 is equal to adjacent. Adjacent is PC divided by hypotenuse 10. So to get PC is equal 10 times cos 20. So PC is equal to 9.4 centimeters. Simplify SATs. This is now SATs. So the denominator is root 3. So the conjugate of this one is just root 3. So we are going to multiply with the conjugate of this, which is root 3, on the numerator and the denominator. So now root 54 plus 3, root 3, everything we multiply with the root, this one over this. So multiply this with everything here. Hii na hii tunaenda kuwa na root 54 times 3 plus this times this. We are going to have 3 root 9. 3 times 3 is 9. Zenye ziko ndani ya root. Root 3 times root 3, that one, the answer is 3. Divided by 3. Root 3 times root 3 is the same as root 9. Yes. Now, this one is the same as root 162 plus 3 root 9 over 3. Root 162 can be written as root 81 times 2 plus 3 root, but 9, root 3 is, root 9 is just 3, so it is 3 times 3. This one is going to be 9 actually. Then divide by 3. Now the square root of 81 is 9, so we will have 9 back in the 2 plus 9 over 3. So 3 can cancel with this one because it can go there. 3 can go here once, here 3. So we will have 3 root 2 plus 9 as the final answer. In the figure below, AB is adjacent to the circle, center O and radius 6. The arc AC subtends an angle of 60 degrees at the center of the circle. Calculate the area of the shaded region correct to 1 decimal place. We want to calculate the area of the shaded region. Kwanza kitu nafaa kujua, attachment to the circle, it forms 90 degrees. So already we know this one is 90 degrees. This one is actually 30 because this one is 60. No, 90. Yes, that is okay. So what we want is to calculate the length AB so that we can use the area, the formula of the area. I have base times height. So to do that, we are going again to use SOHCAHTOA. We are going to use SOHCAHTOA again. Now we know that tan is opposite of adjacent. So if I say tan 60, so if my finger is here, the opposite is this one, adjacent is this one. So tan 60 is equal to opposite, which is AB, this length here, the height of this triangle, divided by adjacent, which is 6. So AB is equal to 6 tan 60, and that one is 10.4 centimeters. Correct to 1 decimal place. Now that we can now calculate the area of this, the whole triangle, this triangle here, which is a half, times base 6, times height, which is 10.4, and this one will give us 31.2 centimeters square. The next thing now we calculate is the area of this sector. Area of sector OAC. Area of a sector, we know it is theta over 360 pi r square. So theta is 60 times 360, or divided by 360 times pi, 22 over 7, times radius, which is 6 square. This one is going to give us for the area of 18.9 centimeters square. Now to get the area of the shaded region, ni area hii yote minus the area of the sector, which is now 31.2 centimeters square minus 18.9. This one will give us 12.3 centimeters square. This is the area of the shaded region. Use completing the square method to solve this. So that is 3x squared plus 8x. We can take this one to the other side, is equal to 6. Is equal to 6. Hii inaenda pande hiyo ingine. Kwanza, whenever we are using completing the square method, you must ensure the coefficient of x square is 1. So we divide by 3, divide by 3, divide by 3. So we will have x squared plus 8 over 3x is equal to 6 over 3. Tukishafika hapo, unakumbuka kwamba b over 2 raised to power 2, that relationship, this one is what we use here. So our b is this one. We need to have b divided by 2 and then square. So 8 over 3 divided by 2 itakuwa ngapi? Itakuwa 8 over 3 times 1 over 2 itakuwa 4. So we are going to have x squared plus 8 over 3x. We add now b over 2 square, which is now 4 over 3 square. Right? Which is equal to 6 over 2 plus the same 4 over 3 square. Now we are going to pick one x here. That is now x plus 4 over 3 now square is equal to 6 over 3 is actually 2 plus 6 over 3, the answer is 2, plus the square of this, which is 16 over 9. X plus 4 over 3 square is equal to 34 over 9. When you add this one, it's going to be 34 over 9. So we want to get now the value of x. I want to remove the power here, the square. I will do that by square rooting both sides. So x plus 4 over 3 is equal to plus or minus the square root of 34 over 3, because the square root of 9 is 3. So x is equal to, hii inaenda ikuwe plus minus 4 over 3 plus or minus the square root of 34 divided by 3. So x is equal to negative 4 over 3. In fact, 3 itakuwa moja. Plus or minus 34 square root is 5.83. So the value of x now is equal to negative 3.28, or x is equal to 0.610. If you don't understand very well how to use the completing square method, nitaweka linki ya kwanza kwa the description ya hii video. Linki ya kwanza itakupeleka kwa video ambayo nimefanya completing the square slowly by slowly. So itakupeleka hapo uangalie. So I will include the link for the video that I have done for the completing the square. So nitaweka linki hapo uende uione. Three workers working 8 hours per day can complete a task in 5 days. Each worker is paid Kenya shillings 40 per hour. Calculate the cost of hiring 5 workers if they work for 6 hours per day. To complete the same task. So katika hili swali kitu hatuna days for these 5 workers wenye walifanya kazi 6 hours. Hatuna how many days they took. So we want to get first how many days they took. So we have workers, hours, and then days. So 3 workers took 8 hours, 5 days. How long will it cost 5 workers working 6 hours, and we don't know how many days they will take? So let us first get the number of days, then we go to the cost later. So the number of workers has increased. Wafanyakazi wakiwa wengi watachukua siku nyingi ama siku kidogo. Wafanyakazi wakiwa wengi wame increase. What will happen with the days? The days will increase or decrease. The days will decrease. Kwa sababu wafanyakazi ni wengi, kwa hivyo siku zitakuwa kidogo. Kwa hivyo tunataka kuweka hii ratio in such a way that we reduce this number of days. So we will divide by the big denominator. So it is going to be 3 over 5. Kwa sababu tunataka ku reduce hii number times. Tunakuja kwa hours. Hours ime decrease from 8 to 6. Kama walikuwa wanafanya 8 hours, wanafanya 5 days. Do you expect wakifanya 6 hours, days itakuwa mingi ama itakuwa kidogo? Definitely days itakuwa mingi, kwa sababu hours ya kufanya kazi imefanya nini? Ime reduce. So that means we are going to ensure that tunaweka denominator inakuwa kidogo. So the denominator ni itakuwa 8 over 6. And then times now this one is a constant. So this one will give us 4 days. So these people, they took 4 days. Mtu mmoja hivi analipwa 40 per hour. They are working for 6 hours. Mtu mmoja. How many people are they? They were 5. So we will have 5 people. Sawa? One each is paid 40 bob per hour. They are working for how many hours? 6. Sawa? And that is per day. So they are working 4 days times 4. Umeona venye nimefanya? 5 people in 1 hour analipwa 40 bob. Lakini alifanya kazi 6 hours. Na walifanya for 4 days. So ukifanya hiyo yote unapata pesa yote wenye walilipwa ni Kenya shilling 4,800. So we are supposed to draw a line here of the best fit. So nimeplot this number, is letter is x, y, nimeplot kwa graph. Nimetumia hii graph ndio inaonekana vizuri kidogo. Sasa nimepata hizi points, kuna hii na hii na hii na hizi mpaka hapa. Tuliambiwa draw a line of best fit. Best fit inamaanisha unaweka rula, unahakikisha inachukua ile yenye mahali hiyo line itachukua points nyingi. Hiyo ndio inaitwa the line of the best fit. So angalia sasa, nikichukua kwa mfano hii ya kwanza nichukue na hii, hizo ni mbili peke yake, kwa hivyo iwezi kuwa line of best fit. Haya, nikichukua ya kwanza na zile 1 2 itaingia na hizo tatu, sawa? 1 2 3. Haya, nikichukua hii na hii yaingiani, hii na hii na hii itaingiana hiyo. So the best one, we are going to take these 3 because hata hii ni tatu. So take this one as the best line of fit. Then you draw that line. You extend that line. Yani una make sure line of best fit ni ile inachukua zile points nyingi zenye ulipewa. Yenye inachukua points nyingi. Sawa? Hiyo imechukua hapa. And then 1 2 3 4. Hebu tuone ili ingechukua ngapi? Hii ingechukua 2. So let us extend this line. So that is the line of best fit. Unachukua ile inachukua lines mingi. Use your graph to find the value of y when x is 0. So when x is 0, x is 0 at this point. Remember here x is 0. This is the x-axis. So what will be y? Y will be 1. So when x is equal, when x is equal to 0, y is equal to 1. State the amplitude, and the phase angle of the curve y is equal to 2 sine into 3 over 2x minus 30. So if this one is our equation, y is equal to k sine bx plus theta, or y equal to k cos bx minus theta. So tunataka kujua kwa hii equation, generally unafaa kujua k, the coefficient of sine, the coefficient of cos, or the coefficient of tan. That is what we call the amplitude. So amplitude here, amplitude is equal to k. Ile namba ambayo iko kwa sine inakuja before sine ama tan or what ndio inaitwa. And then phase angle is equal this theta, equal to theta. Hata kama iko negative theta, negative angle, you just take the positive side. And then finally the period is equal to 360 divided by the coefficient of x. The coefficient of x is b divided by b. So here now our amplitude is equal to 2. Our phase angle is equal to 30 degrees. The mass in kilograms of 9 shape is this. determine the quantile deviation of the data, the quantile deviation. First, for us to get the upper quantile and the lower quantile, we need to arrange this data in ascending order. So once arrange the data in ascending order, first get the median. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So from here up to here, tukipatafuta median ya upper a half. This is the upper a half. I'm at the second a half. This is the first half. So when we get the median, what is the median here? That one will give us the lower quartile. When we get the median of the second a half, the median kati ya hizi, tunapata the upper quartile. So hii kwa sababu naona ya katikati ni ngapi? Ni 2. Singekuwa 3 peke yake hivi tungesema singekuwa 8, 11 na 13 pekee, the median ingekuwa 11. Lakini sasa median ziko 2, so tunafanya average. That is 11 plus 13 divided by 2. Hapa the median itakuwa 17 plus 19 divided by 2. So hiyo ndio inatupea the median of the upper. So the Q1 is equal to the lower quantile is 12. The Q2, the upper, is it true? Let me call it the Q2, the upper quartile. Let me call it the Q2. Itakuwa 18. So, but tunafaa kujua the formula kwamba quartile deviation is equal to Q2 upper quartile minus Q1 divided by 2. It is the upper quantile minus the lower quantile divided by 2, which is equal to 18 minus 2, 12 divided by 2. The answer is 6/2, which is 3. Position of 2 points C and D on the Earth surface are this. Respectively, the distance between the two is this. Determine the latitude on which C and D lie. First, let us sketch this. So these points are on so any north 0 degrees, okay, theta degrees, not 0, theta degrees north. And then this one is 10 east, this one is 30 east. So C is here, D is here. Remember, this is the equator and this is the Greenwich meridian. So these are the points. So it means this one is on the small circle. So it is on the small circle. So let us get now the angle difference. The angle difference because it go east to east, we subtract, that is 30 minus 10. That minus 10 that could prepare 20 degrees. So the angle difference is 20. Lakini tumeshagundua kwamba these 2 points they are on a small circle. Na tumepewa distance in nautical miles. So ikiwa ni small circle tunajua the formula of getting the distance on a small circle. The distance is given by nautical miles. So distance is given by theta or alpha. Alpha is the angle difference when you are using this one. Alpha times 60 cos theta. Now this one is the angle difference 20 times 60, which will give us 600 nautical miles, times cos theta. We are looking for this theta, the latitude angle. 600 is equal to 1200 cos theta. So divide by 1200. So cos theta is equal to 0.5. So cos 0.5 is equal to 60 degrees. Inverse cos inverse 0.5, which is equal to theta, is equal to 60 degrees. So the question is determine the latitude on C and D line, the latitude. So the latitude is 60 degrees north. If you have a problem on latitudes and longitude, I will include the link in the description that contains this topic. In a certain farm, there are 6 men and 4 women, employees. 2 employees are chosen at random to attend a seminar. Determine the probability that a man and a woman are chosen. So we have a man and a woman. 2 employees are chosen, so we must have 2 of them chosen, like this. So there are 6 men, so 6 over 10, because the total is 10, and women are 4 over 10. So if a man is chosen, they will reduce by 1. So we will have 5 over 9. If a man is chosen, this is a mutually exclusive event. It means that if a man is chosen, a woman will not be chosen at the same time. So a woman will remain to be 4 over 9. If a woman is chosen, they will remain 3 over 9. At the same time, no man will be chosen. Therefore, we will remain with 6 over 9 men. So man, 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 woman, woman, man, woman, woman. You are asked to calculate the probability that a man and a woman is chosen. So it is a man, woman, woman, man. Not man, man, not this one. These are the 2 we want. So probability, a man, or probability, a man, a woman, and a man are chosen. So this is 6 times 4. So 6 over 10 times 4 over 9. Or we add 4 over 10 times 6 over 9. And this one will give us 8 over 15 using your calculator. 8 over 15. And a transformation T, a triangle OAB is mapped onto triangle this image with vertices this and that. Find the area of triangle OAB, the area. Remember when we were talking about matrix, area of the image, area of the object is exactly equal to the area of the image divided by the determinant of the transformation matrix. So let the transformation matrix is this. Let us get the determinant of the transformation matrix. So determinant of T, the transformation will be the 4 times 3 minus into 2 times negative 3. So this one will give us 12 plus 6. So it equals 18. Determinant yet 18. So area of an object, these are some of the formulas you must know. OAB is equal to area of the image, divided by the determinant of the transformation matrix. So now we have the area of the image. How do you get the area? Because tuko na x-axis 18, tuko na y-axis 6. So this is the height, 6 is the height, and the x-axis is the base. So if you try to draw this, assuming that that triangle was a right angle triangle, you would have something like this. Hii ni 0 na hii ni x-axis ni 18. Hii ni y, which is 6. So the coordinate now is 18, 6. So this is x and this is y. So we are going to have, and this is the height, this is the base. So it is a half times 18 times 6. That one gives us the area of the image divided by the determinant, which is 18. So it will be 3 units. 3 units. So this one and this one goes. Half of 6 is 3. Find the value k if this, so we want to integrate that. We are integrating from the limit is 0 to 2. So k x cubed minus 3x squared. We are integrating limit 2 to 0, and the answer is supposed to be 16. So do you know how to integrate? So k will be equal to x. When we integrate, we add 1 to the power, which is going to be 4, and then we divide by that power, which is 4. That is integration now. Minus, we have 3, and then the x value is x raised to power 2. We add 1, which is now 3, divided by 3. 2, 0 equal to 16. Now our value of x is 2. We substitute whenever we have x, we substitute with 2. So we will have k 2 raised to power 4 over 4 minus 3. 3, this one will finish, will cancel out. So 2 raised to power 3 is equal to 16. So we will have now, this is 16k over 4 minus 8. The answer is 16. 2 raised to power 4 is 16. Now this one can cancel with this 4. So we have 4k minus 8 equal to 16. So this one goes there. So 4k is equal to 24. So divide by 4, divided by 4. So k is equal to 6.